So your bill is called Stop Arming Terrorists. You've introduced it. And your idea, as I understand it, is, look, the average American, you, me, not allowed to send weapons or aid terror groups.
We would be thrown in jail.
But the U.S. government, as a matter of policy, arms and aids these groups for a bunch of different reasons. But that's happening.
Well, and this is the problem, Tucker, is that there's a double standard here. That for years now, our government, working with countries like Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Qatar, have been, through the CIA, quietly been arming and supporting these groups that are directly working with groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, all in this effort to overthrow the Syrian government. They've been funneling support through countries like Saudi Arabia and others who are also, again, directly supporting these groups. This is madness that this has been allowed to occur for so long, and madness that we have allowed the devastating consequences to occur as a result without checking it. And that's exactly what my bill does. The Stop Arming Terrorists Act very simply prohibits using American taxpayer dollars through any agency, overt or covert, whether it be the CIA, the DOD, or any other agency, from directly or indirectly providing weapons, money, intelligence, or other types of support to these groups that are allied with and working with groups like Al-Qaeda, as is happening right now today in Syria.
Well, you obviously haven't been listening to some famous members of the Senate who've described those groups as freedom fighters, and you just don't understand how great they are.
Clearly. This is the problem, though, Tucker, is that only recently, this has been happening for years, but only recently have a few people in the media actually started talking about the truth of what we have been doing,
right,
about how our taxpayer dollars have been spent there, and this fallacy that there are so-called moderate fighters trying to overthrow the Syrian government just is not the reality today.
When
it doesn't
you see
exist.
U.S. weapons in the hands of Islamic extremists and terrorists, you have to ask how that happened. And I'm glad you're asking that.
Yeah. Well, we're asking it. We're trying to solve it. So, you know, I'm urging your viewers, we're trying to urge every member of Congress to sign on to this very sensible bill that is good for our country and good for our security.